scouting and setting trail cameras up. This first spot is a spot I'm really excited about. When I was shed hunting, this was like, I would describe it as like a Wisconsin site. The trails were like dug down 2 inches into the dirt and they were everywhere. So it's not that far back in, it's only about a mile. But I'm thinking, as of now, this is gonna be my little honey hole. It's a beautiful day in the good old Black Hills of South Dakota. You can see that view. It's pretty out here. I'm excited to get these cameras up and start seeing what kind of antler growth there is out here. Usually July 1st is like my day to set cameras up, or my first day off, the beginning of July is usually it. So I'm gonna quick sneak back here, try to find a good spot where I can put a tree stand up and then set my camera up and my bait. So when I lay down my bait, I dig the ground up really good, make it down to that natural soil. That smell of fresh, stirred up soil is, for some reason, attracts deer really good. So I always get the ground down to the soil like that. Then I'll lay down my powder first. And then I lay down some corn, because every deer loves corn, no matter where you're at. And I lay down just a salt rock, salt lick, so that's what I'm going to do right now. I already cut the shooting lane for it. If the spot turns out good and picked out my tree, I'm going to put my tree stand in. It's right behind me, about 20 yards, so I'm digging it. The trails are still really good here, down to the dirt like I thought. I'll get a video of some of them on my way up, but this is more of an urban setting. That house is like 100 yards in front of me, but you gotta go where the big deer are at, and for a couple of years I've seen really good deer up this ridge top and over. So who knows what it is going to be like this year. All you can do is come down and put a camera out and test it. So yeah, I'm feeling good about this spot. I really hope it turns out good. Hope there's a buck here I want to shoot. We're going to go after muleys right away, me and my dad. I'm trying to get some spot and stock for you guys on film with our bows, but I'm definitely not going to be upset to harvest a decent whitetail. So plus we're out of wild game meat, so, and that's what I live on basically. I don't like going to the store and buying meat. It doesn't taste anything like the animals I harvest. So I'm gonna quick set this down and hike out and go to the next spot. My second setup. This one's gonna be my furthest hike in. A little tip: when you go into the woods and you try to be efficient and spend as little time at a bait spot or a spot you're gonna put a tree stand up to set a camera up, don't leave your trekking poles there. Remember them right when you get back to your truck. That's why I'm a little out of breath, because look at that. Look at that view. Harney Peak, baby. Let me get a zoom into that. Harney Peak. Gorgeous. That's a little fire tower up top, right there. It's an old fire tower, I should say. And I park my truck at the very, very front because if you do enough of these bait setups, and if you're in an area like in the West where hunting's like crazy popular, you don't want to park your vehicle right where you're gonna hike in at. Because anyone who is obsessed and has a purpose to hunt are gonna know that that could possibly be someone going in to set up a camera or a hunting spot. So I choose to walk a lot further than I really need to in order for people not to know where I'm going to set my sights up at. Totally worth it, I think. But, well, that's line crap. Huh. That sucks. That's fresh. That's from this morning. That's a little kitty cat. That's not what you want to see when you're going in to set a bait pile up, though. Or a camera for deer. Guess what I found? Ooh. It's everywhere. Right here. That is wild raspberries. Ooh, a lot of raspberries. Raspberries for days. I'm gonna eat one. Oh yeah. Oh. That's so good. I gotta come back in and get some of those. Because you just can't beat natural stuff. This hillside, this slope, is gonna be more shaded early season. And then that side slope is gonna be the sunny part for, if I don't get a buck early, that'll be for when the snow hits the ground. They'll be on more on that slope. There's rubs along here. There's a bunch of little saplings down there. There's a good trail. This is a saddle right here. There's a good trail coming up over that saddle, down this little draw. There's a bunch of little fingers that funnel down into there. So, and right here, it's already a natural spot where deer was raking to eat. So there's no better spot than to put mineral and stuff down where the deer was looking for a food source. So. This camera up and then go to my next spot. That's a mule deer. We haven't had muleys around here forever. I'm so pumped right now. That's what we're looking for. Freaking fly. I'm gonna let her get going and not push her too hard. She's still up there about 70 yards. I'm gonna let her calmly get going, and then I'm gonna quick skirt up over. I'm about 3/4 of the way up, so here we go. I'm back to that original trail I was walking up. This is the best one. Oh, this hill's steep, which means the likelihood of them kind of chilling on this hillside right where I want to put this pile isn't likely. Saddle along this whole ridge that is a huntable one where deer are going to use. There really is no plateau to put this pile either. I was thinking about putting it, oh, this hill's steep. Thinking about putting it next to this dead log, so as they're coming up, I'm on the trail right now, so as they come up they can hit it, maybe stop for a little bit, and I'll set the tree stand up over here, but I don't know. I think that's what I'm gonna do. Just put it next to that dead log right there. That's the final setup. We'll see what I capture on there. I'm sure we're gonna get good pictures of deer, but it's just not the ideal setup I was hoping for this spot. But I got like 1 minute left of record time, so this is a wrap. Got all 3 of them set up. It took 5 hours to go to 3 different spots, so I don't know the next time you're gonna see me. Maybe I'll be fishing, maybe I'll come out and check these, I don't know. But comment below, tell me about how you guys set your cameras up, what you use for bait, or attractant I should say, and what cameras you use. I used to use stealth cams, but they've always worked really good for me, but and the strategy you guys use. So hope you guys enjoyed this little episode. Stay tuned for whatever comes next.